Alright, yo, back again for another talk video. This video is more or less just gonna be like a freestyle, mainly talking about focus. I feel like focus is a topic that we as humans will continually need to be hammered into us, no matter what stage we're at, no matter how far we elevate. We're always continually refocusing ourselves on the present situation, because that's just what being human is, man. Like, there are times to the cough. There are times where you're super locked in, super dialed in, and then things happen, situations happen, and you're forced to recalibrate. And it's really important to continually oh my god, it's shutting down. To continually stay focused, to continually stay locked in on where you're going. I feel like right now is such a pivotal time in history. We've got the rise of AI, which is going crazy right now. We've got so many turbulent political things happening in the world. All of these things, right? All of these things that are happening simultaneously. Don't look at them and just think, oh, like these are all just random events and none of it's connected, and life is just going on as it normally does. I feel like there is definitely a bigger reason behind why all of this is happening, at the same time. There are certain eras and timelines where humans receive more spiritual downloads, I feel like. So people talk about age of Aquarius, age of knowledge, and you can kind of see it, man. Like low-key in the last 10 years, the amount of things that we know, and just it's not even just things we know about, the amount of information that humans are just extracting from the ether and the world, and the things that we're discovering is just increasing at a massive scale. So now is a super crucial time, guys, especially this year, now that we're already 65 days into the year. If we can just lock in, guys, for this next 3-month period. Let's dedicate ourselves to being active, whether that's first thing in the morning or the last thing you do before you go to bed. Being active, setting a daily plan. Set a daily plan of what you want to do today, what's on your schedule, and do that before you go to bed for the next day as well, so that when you wake up, your subconscious is not like, oh, I'm up, let me just start scrolling, or let me just lie in bed and contemplate everything that's happening. No, dude, you need to be you need to get up and you need to be at it. Of course, definitely enjoy your mornings, but having a plan is so vital in staying focused. Because, guys, nowadays, being focused is a superpower. People will see that you're focused, and people will be envious of you. People will think that you know everything, or that you're moving with ego, when all you're doing is just staying focused on what you're supposed to be doing. People will misconstrue your focus and try to villainize you. That's okay too, because they're on that side. They're on the other side. They're on the losing side, and we're on the winning side on this team. We're trying to get after it. So yeah, man, it's important. It really, really is important. Focus. This year is a year of focus. This year is also a year of open doors, guys. I really do feel like, truly, if you want it this year, man, if you're willing to put yourself out there, if you're willing to step out there on all these platforms and just be consistent and show a point of difference, show your personality, show that, hey, you know what, the message that I have to say is different from everyone else. I'm doing it completely different. I'm doing it my way. I'm willing to be the blueprint in my own way. Of course, I'm not going to be 100% unique in what I do, because I'm a human. I live in a world, but I can be the blueprint in my own path. And I feel like that as well requires focus, guys. Being a blueprint, stepping out and doing something on your own requires you to be I'm there, I'm with it every single day, because it's kind of like a freight train that you want to build up momentum to. As you stay focused, you notice that, wait a minute, me waking up and doing the things on my list gets easier when I have momentum, when I have life momentum. So if we want to be, we want to go from here as producers to here, what we're going to require is momentum in the way that we're producing these beats, momentum in the way that we're sharing our artwork. Are we being intentional with the way that we're sharing our artwork? Of course, it's always about output, but it is also about creativity as well. We want to be thinking outside of the box. We want to be thinking, okay, how can I differentiate myself? How can I inject my personality into the way that I'm releasing my newest song? Stuff like that, man. You know, I was talking to one of my homies the other day, and he into me this idea of single-mindedness. You know, when you have a single-minded way of doing things, you eliminate a lot of things that are distractions as well. And this is a part of focus. Being single-minded, being like, okay, this is my goal, this is my vision, or this is the person who I envision myself being. I envision myself waking up, dressing this, driving this kind of whip. You know, I'm whipping this. This is how I spend my day. This, that. You need to have single-mindedness you need to have single-mindedness for you to be able to get to that version of yourself. You need to be like, okay, everything is going on the chopping block. There is nothing that I'm not willing to part with if it means that I have to part with to get to where I need to get to. So that's one thing as well, guys. Just like being very single-minded. Being like, okay, yes, I really want to grow my business as a producer. I want to go to LA this year. I want to network with elite people and, you know, meet these people. Okay, how do I do that? Well, I need to do this, then the third. Okay, then let's be single-minded on this purpose. That means that, man, you know, I might have to turn down going out to the club every single weekend. It doesn't mean I can't enjoy my life, but, you know, when you're single-minded, there are some things that are just like, you feel in your soul that, no, man, if I do this, I'm missing the mark. I'm missing the ball. It's going to be a sacrifice, guys. It's going to be a sacrifice. And this is the one thing as well that I'm realizing, that like the life that I want, the opportunities that I want, the girl that I want, whatever, everything that I could ever desire in this life, it's buried under a mountain of hard work. And so life is asking me, you, whoever's watching, do you have what it takes? Not even do you have what it takes, because we all have what it takes. Are you willing to do what it takes to get what you want? Yeah, fine shit. They stay focused on where we're going. Look at that. Look at how easy distractions. Somebody fine just driving in a car and you're already lost in the sauce, bro. But yeah, man, like we're in this together, man, on some High School Musical stuff. Like, we are all in this together. It's a battle to stay focused. It's a spiritual war to stay focused, man. It's a spiritual war to stay single-minded. When you got shorties trying to slide, do this, people trying to tell you to come here, do that. Everyone's trying to tell you to go where they're going. And when you start going where you're going, people are going to be like, what's he doing? I wonder what he's up to. Why is he so quiet all of a sudden? We need to bring him back. But yeah, man, like, stay focused, guys. This year is a year of open doors. I'm going to keep reiterating that because I've seen so many doors open for me. Even when I was going through trenches, bro, that didn't mean that life still wasn't throwing opportunities my way each and every single day. So I know this year is a year of walking through open doors. When we see these opportunities, guys, let's pounce on them. Pounce on the idea. If you get a random idea, if somebody hits you up and they're like, hey, man, I have this idea, and your spirit resonates, your intuition is telling you go for it. Don't second guess that. Just go in, and we'll see just how amazing life can get just by staying locked in. But yeah, man.